Appamada's programmes and facilities are supported through your generosity. Your support really does make a huge difference. You'll find a link for contributions on the website at appamada.org/contribute. Thank you so much.
Invoking the presence and compassion of our ancestors, in faith that we are Buddha, we enter Buddha's way. Homage to all Buddhas in the 10 directions. Homage to the complete Dharma in 10 directions. Homage to the endless Sangha in 10 directions. Homage to our first teacher, Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage to the single being succession of bodhisattvas and ancestors. Homage to great teacher Eihei Dogen Zenji. Homage to great teacher Shogaku Shiryu. Homage to great teacher Zenke Blanche Hartman. Homage to great teacher Joko Beck. May their presence and compassion sustain us now. Let us recite the names of the Buddha. Arochana Buddha, pure Dharmakaya. Lochana Buddha, complete Samgakaya. Shakyamuni Buddha, myriad Nirmanakaya. Maitreya Buddha, of future birth. All Buddhas throughout space and time. Lotus of wondrous Dharma, Mahayana Sutra. Manjushri Bodhisattva, great wisdom. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, great activity. Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, great compassion. All Brahmans, Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, wisdom beyond wisdom. Maharajna Paramita. Welcome to Appamada's formal Bodhisattva initiation, or Jukai Ceremony. The ceremony of formally receiving the Buddhist precepts and entering the liberating path of Bodhisattva vow. I need to say a few words of introduction here at the beginning of the ceremony. In Living by Vow, Shohaku Okumura writes, the archetypal image of the Bodhisattva in the Buddha's life suggests that all Mahayana Buddhist practice is based on the Bodhisattva vow. The vow has two aspects: becoming a Buddha and helping all beings become Buddhas. These two cannot be separated. We vow to become Buddhas together with all beings. That is, we vow not to become a Buddha until all beings become Buddhas. We vow to stay in samsara on purpose, to walk with all beings. Repentance, or atonement, is intimately connected to vow. My teacher, Uchiyama Roshi, Kosho Roshi, always emphasized that vow and repentance are two sides of one practice. Because our vow is endless, our practice is never complete. This awareness of incompleteness is repentance. A life led by vow is animated or inspired by vow, not one that is watched, scolded, or consoled by vow. These verbs create a separation between the person and the vow. The simple phrase, living by vow, emphasizes that the person and the vow are one. This ceremony is a tribute to the memory of Blanche Hartman for her devotion to the practice of sewing Buddha's robe. She instructed, encouraged, and heartened so many followers of this path. Sawaki Kodo and Hashimoto Eko revived this ancient tradition in the 1930s and encouraged sincere disciples to engage it. In turn, Eshun Yoshida Roshi came from Japan to teach those at the San Francisco Zen Center this excellent practice. Kasai Joshin-san then transmitted it to Blanche. Now Ann Lipscomb has taken up the role of sewing teacher and has devoted many hours to to nurture the sewing practice of these sincere disciples of the Buddha. We honor her dedication and skillful teaching, and we also honor John Miller, who has served as the online sewing teacher, creating innovative methods to teach this noble practice online. When Zen Master Somitsu was sewing, Master Tozan asked, "What are you doing?" Master Somitsu said, "I'm sewing." Master Tozan said, "How is your sewing?" Master Somitsu said, "In sewing, almost every stitch is the same." Master Tozan said, "Even though we have been traveling together for 20 years, is this all you can say? Doesn't anything else come into it?" Master Somitsu said, "What do you think, Acharya?" And Master Tozan said, "The whole earth seems to burst in flames." These good disciples of the Buddha began their journey with our one-year precepts program. They then began the practice of sewing the Buddha's robe and the life of the precept vows. This thread connects us directly to the Buddha, who established the original design for the robes just as we sew them today. Week after week, they met on Sunday afternoons, and with patient effort, stitch by stitch, they completed their work together. I think each one can affirm the profound teachings of this practice. And so we turn to the formal ceremony and honor their sincerity and their dedication. Walking the path of the Bodhisattva is accomplished through renunciation. All the Buddha ancestors of the Bodhisattva precept lineage have practiced and are still practicing renunciation of all attachments. Renunciation is an unsurpassable way of harmonizing body and mind with the Buddha way. When we relinquish attachments, we are free. We are Buddha. The meaning of the Bodhisattva precepts is in living them. To sustain and confirm the practice based on these precepts, we will now give you Buddha's name and robe to clothe you throughout this life and in times to come. This will be your Dharma name, family, and clothing. So Milda's Dharma name, just put that on the side here, cushion, is Shu Toku O Etsu. Shu means excellent, or fine, or outstanding. Toku means virtue. O means Dharma. And Etsu means joy. Jessica's name is Kyoku. She means jewel. Kyoku I Han Shin. So Kyoku means jewel or precious gem. I means benefit or welfare. Kan means vast and spacious. And Shin means heart, mind, holy. Your Dharma name is Ho Chi Ko Ni. Ho means Dharma. Chi means heart, being. Ko means vast or great. And Mi means mindfulness. And its character is the same one that is above the altar, so it also means Agamara. In the Shobogenzo, Eihei Dogen, the founder of Soto Zen in Japan, wrote, "You should know that a kesa, or Murakasu, is what all Buddhas respect and take refuge in. It is the Buddha body, the Buddha mind. It is called the clothing of emancipation, the robe of the field of happiness, the robe of no form, the unsurpassable robe, the robe of patience, the Tathagata's robe, the robe of great love and compassion, the robe as victorious banner, and the robe of supreme, penetrating, perfect enlightenment. You should indeed receive it with utmost respect." Each of you has a card in your boxes. Please take it out now. And just put the box aside.
O Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Ho Shin Ko Yin, Buddhist disciple, receive this robe of 5 panels, each panel made from one long and one short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha with the mind and body of its sacred meaning. O Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Shoto Koen, Buddha's disciple, receive this robe of 5 panels, each panel made from one long and one short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha with the mind and body of its sacred meaning. O Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Shoto Buddhist disciple, receive this robe of 5 panels, each panel made from one long and one short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha with the mind and body of its sacred meaning.
Now you'll remove the box and put it on your head. Vast is the road of liberation,
a formless field of benefaction, wherein the universal teaching, I realize the one true nature, thus harmonizing all being. Vast is the robe of liberation, a formless field of benefaction, wherein the universal teaching, I realize the one true nature, thus harmonizing all being. Vast is the robe of liberation, a formless field of benefaction, wherein the universal teaching, I realize the one true nature, thus harmonizing all being.
And the rocks is over your cemetery. Hold on. See it? All my ancient twisted karma,
From beginningless greed, hate, and delusion, born through body, speech, and mind, I now fully avow all my ancient twisted karma, from beginningless greed, hate, and delusion, born through body, speech, and mind, I now fully avow all the ancient twisted karma, from beginningless greed, hate, and delusion, born through body, speech, and mind, all being now fully avows.
pure as the full moon in the night sky, sentient and insentient beings delight. You have gone beyond the karma of body, speech, and mind. You have been free from greed, hate, and delusion. From now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continue this truthful practice?
Yes.
From now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continue this truthful practice?
Yes.
From now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continue this truthful practice?
Yes, I will.
We have purified our mind and body. Now you may again receive the path of the precepts of the three treasures of kindness, which are the fruition and beauty of human life. Today you were born into the family of Buddhas. You are now a child of the Buddhas. Will you receive these precepts?
Yes, I will.
I take refuge in Buddha.
I take refuge in Buddha.
I take refuge in Dharma.
I take refuge in Dharma.
I take refuge in Sangha.
I take refuge in Sangha.
We take refuge in Buddha before all being, immersing body and mind deeply in the way, awakening true mind.
We take refuge in Buddha before all being, immersing body and mind deeply in the way, awakening true mind.
We take refuge in Dharma before all being, entering deeply the merciful ocean of Buddha's way.
We take refuge in Dharma before all being, entering deeply the merciful ocean of Buddha's way.
We take refuge in Sangha before all being, bringing harmony to everyone, free from hindrance.
We take refuge in Sangha before all being, bringing harmony to everyone, free from hindrance.
Now all being has completely taken refuge in Buddha.
Now all being has completely taken refuge in Buddha.
Now all being has completely taken refuge in Dharma.
Now all being has completely taken refuge in Dharma.
Now all being has completely taken refuge in Sangha.
Now all being has completely taken refuge in Sangha.
You have returned to your original nature, free from attachment in limited ways. From now on, awakening is your teacher. Buddha is your teacher. All beings are your teacher. Do not be fooled any longer. This is the path of mercy for all existence. O good disciples of Buddha, from now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you follow this compassionate path of the three treasures that I have just passed to you?
Yes, I will.
From now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you follow this compassionate path of the three treasures that I have just passed to you?
Yes, I will.
From now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you follow this compassionate path of the three treasures I have just passed to you?
Yes, I will.
Now will you receive the three pure precepts? I vow to refrain from all harmony.
I vow to refrain from all harmony.
I vow to do all that is good.
I vow to do all that is good.
I vow to clarify the mind for the benefit of all beings.
I vow to clarify the mind for the benefit of all beings.
O good disciples of Buddha, abiding in these three pure precepts, from now on and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continuously observe them?
Yes, I will.
Abiding in these three pure precepts, from now on and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continuously observe them?
Yes, I will.
Now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continuously observe them?
Yes, I will.
Now will you receive the 10 great precepts?
Yes, I will.
I vow not to kill.
I vow not to kill.
I vow not to take what is not given.
I vow not to take what is not given.
I vow not to misuse sexuality.
I vow not to misuse sexuality.
I vow not to lie.
I vow not to lie.
I vow not to delude the body of self or others.
I vow not to delude the body of self or others.
I vow not to slander.
I vow not to slander.
I vow not to praise self at the expense of others.
I vow not to praise self at the expense of others.
I vow not to be possessive of anything.
I vow not to be possessive of anything.
I vow not to harbor ill will.
I vow not to harbor ill will.
I vow not to disparage the Buddha, Dharma, or Sangha.
I vow not to disparage the Buddha, Dharma, or Sangha.
O good disciples of Buddha, abiding according to these 10 grave precepts, from now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continuously observe them?
Yes, I will.
abiding according to these 10 great precepts from now on, and even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continuously observe them?
Yes, I will.
From now on, even after realizing Buddhahood, will you continuously observe them?
Yes, I will.
Vows. Now receive the lineage documents of our ancestors. There are 2 documents: the traditional lineage of Soto Zen male ancestors, and the official lineage of Soto Zen female ancestors. The lineage documents are called the Kachimiyako. We should know that although he was not able to be with us today, Flint prepared the lineage documents and inked the backs of the Rakusus for you. So I just wanted to acknowledge his presence even when he can't be with us. So now I'll set those down. You're going to do one more bow. At this moment, your birth has become fruitful. You have realized your human life. You have received Buddha's precepts, and thus all beings have entered Buddhahood. With your Dharma name and new clothing, with the lineage of Buddha's precepts, you were born into the family of the Buddhas. From now on, may you forthrightly perform the actions befitting your new family, and live a life of great equanimity, free from greed, aggression, and prejudice. In our community, we now establish a new tradition of offering the Rakusu to the Sangha, so that anyone who has taken the precepts may wear it for service and ceremonies. In this way, we relinquish our attachment even to these cherished robes, which we have sewn with love and devotion. They will be worn by Sangha members for 1 year, becoming permeated with the sincere practice of the whole Sangha and then they will be returned to their original creators. You can take your name cards out of them, your little name tags, but they. So it's just rock, so you can look. We offer the merit of this ceremony for the welfare of all beings everywhere. May all be relieved of suffering, free from fear, longing, aversion, and ignorance, and may we, together with all beings, realize the naked way. Like a cloud in an endless sky, like a lotus in muddy water, we live in the pure mind of Buddha.
Like a cloud in the sky, like a lotus in muddy water, we live in the pure mind of Buddha. Like a cloud in the endless sky, like a lotus in muddy water, we live in the pure mind of Buddha. Like a cloud in the endless sky, like a lotus in muddy water, we live in the pure mind of Buddha.
Okay, so you're going to do 3 vows. And then you do one final vow. I just want to say how much I appreciate each one of you. Melody and fostered this beautiful home and taken such great care of it. You know, why we move precepts every day. So it's just a pleasure to have this ceremony and to recognize and honor all that you brought to this place and what it's meant to us. And Jessica, you're just such a bright light in the Sangha, such a kind heart. It's meant so much to have your presence here. And now, taking the precepts is the next step. And you may find some genuine peace in this next part of your path, and some joy. Innate and born teacher. Your steadiness and your presence have given so much depth to the Sangha. I so appreciate the way that you've been willing to step up and take a leading role on board, and also to be thinking about this teaching path. So it means so much to me to have you as part of the Sangha, and I hope that this is going to be fulfilling for you when you get past the clutter and chaos of finishing a dissertation. Getting all of that out of your way. So thank you for all you bring to us. Now, lucky us, we have more preceptors in the Sangha, we have more joy in the Sangha, our joy is multiplied. And I feel so fortunate that we have this wonderful community, that we have people in the community who have this sincerity and depth of practice that we have. So we're lucky. Okay. We're going to all together stand up and do 3 bows. Done. This will just be the 3 bells for the bow. Okay. Beings are numberless.
I vow to freedom. Delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless. I vow to enter them. Buddha's way is unsurpassable. I vow to embody it. Beings are numberless. We vow to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. We vow to end them. Dharma gates are boundless. We vow to enter them. Buddha's way is unsurpassable. We vow to embody it. Beings are numberless. This vow frees them all. Delusions are inexhaustible. This vow ends them all. Dharma gates are boundless. This vow enters them all. Buddha's way is unsurpassable. This vow embodies it. Papa Mata's programs and facilities are supported through your generosity. Thank you. There's a Donna box for contributions in the kitchen and a link for contributions on the website. Please join us if you're here in the Zendo for a celebration in the study. And for those online, why don't you stay on for a few minutes so that we can be together.